So let's solve the question number 10 of the CKS series. So solve this question on this cluster. So I'll just switch the context on this cluster. Then the question is Team Purple wants to run some of their workloads more secure. The worker node has container D already configured to support the runsc gvisor runtime. Connect to the worker node using this from this. So after that we have to create a runtime class named gvisor with the handler runsc. Create a pod that uses runtime class. The pod should be namespace this and then this. Okay, and then we have to write the output of the command dm esc successfully started pod into this. Okay, so the question itself says that we have to create a runtime and then we have to create the pod using that runtime, and we have to use dm esc command to validate what is the runtime it is the pod is using. Okay, so okay, let's first of all see that okay, we need to go to that worker node, and if I check the runtime, first of all, runtime class, what is the configured runtime class? It should be typo error. So there is no runtime class. Here it is. Okay, get runtime class. Okay, so there is no runtime classes are enabled and we have to create it one. So what we will be going to do, we will create a runtime, and for that I will just simply search runtime class in the Kubernetes documentation, and you can just you will get the first link of this, and we will have to, so this is the YAML file to create the runtime, and I will use file name 10rc. I will just paste it. So as per the question, the handler is runsc and the name of this is gvisor. I will remove this unnecessary files and let's apply this 10rc, and we are able to see that the runtime class has been created. Now let's see, validate using this command, and yes, the runtime has been created. Now we have to create a pod that use this runtime, and the pod should be in namespace this is the namespace. The pod runs on this node, so we have to make sure the pod should be run on this node too. Okay, so for that what we can do, we will create the pod, and the pod name should be the gvisor test. Then after that we have to provide the image, which the image name would be nginx, and it should be in the namespace team purple. And I will save this file 10.10pod.yaml. Okay, I just use single hyphen, it should be 2, and then I will use 10pod, and we can see the YAML. So I will just open this file first, and the first thing that we have to do, which is we have to enable the node name. We have to scale this on a particular node, which is this is the node name. Okay, then after that we have to use the runtime. So let's see the pod. So this is the runtime class in this pod. I will just copy this and paste it here, and the runtime name is gvisor. I will just save and exit, and let's apply this file, and the pod is getting created and the namespace is team purple. Let's see, the container is getting created. Okay, also we will check on which node the pod is scheduled. So I will use -o, and we can see the pod is scheduled on node 2, which is as per our expectations. I will check the pod again, and it is in the running state. Now we have to run this command, and we have to store that command's output in this particular file. So what I'll do, again, I will just grab this to fetch the particular pod. So the pod name is gvisor, and I will just exec. I will just exec into this container or in this pod. The namespace is team purple, and I will just run this command tmesc, and this is the output. Yeah, so if I check the runtime of this pod, so the runtime class name was gvisor, and the output is coming that shows starting gvisor, which is correct, and we have to store this in this at this particular location. I will just cat to validate it, and yes, this is correct. So yes, the question number 10 has been completed.
So that's it for this question. Please check out the playlist for this CKS KillerShell series. The link is given in the description box, and also you can check out the pinned comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and have a good day.